dear students, how are you all? I think you are doing well. And don't forget, everybody, we have to practice all the problems what we have discussed in our previous videos. So please take care of that. And today, we are going to discuss about the introduction of graphs. In polynomials, how do we draw the graph for linear polynomial and also quadratic polynomial, even cubic polynomial. Yes, let us see. First of all, what is a graph? How do we plot the point? So let us see first. For example, do you know how do we get how the point is going to be formed? So this is a point. How the point is going to be formed? With the help of two lines. So two perpendicular lines meet at one point, and that point is called a plotted point. Here, one line, this is vertical line and this is horizontal line. They meet, vertical line and horizontal line meet at one point, and this is called a point. They are meeting at one place, that is called a point, intersecting point. That is also known as intersecting point. This point, so in graph also, if you want to plot a point, we require two values. Why? Why we require two values to plot a point on the graph paper? Just now we have discussed. Point can be formed with the help of two lines, one vertical line and one horizontal line. So this is first value or this is second value. So we are going to get two values to plot a point on the graph paper. That's all. Okay. Now let us see how the graph paper is going to be formed. Now see, just now we have discussed. Point can be formed with the help of two lines. One is vertical and the other is horizontal line. Now, this is a plane. For example, if you take this board as a plane, I have drawn two lines. Two lines I have drawn. This is horizontal line and this is vertical line. Now, the horizontal line is called x-axis. What do we call this? X-axis. And vertical line is called y-axis. X-axis, horizontal line is called x-axis and vertical line is called y-axis. And here these two lines, vertical line and horizontal line, the two axes is dividing the total horizon. This total plane can be divided into four equal parts. These two axes they are dividing the plane into four equal parts. So this is called first part. Say it is denoted by Q1 because that is called first quadrant. First quadrant. And this is called Q2, second quadrant. And this is Q3, third quadrant. And this is Q4, fourth quadrant. And all the four quadrants are equal, similar, they are congruent, isn't it? Okay. And this is the first quadrant, second quadrant, third, fourth. So finally, the two axes, horizontal line and vertical line, they are called x-axis and y-axis. Both the axes are dividing the plane into four equal parts. They are called Q1 first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant and fourth quadrant. Yes. Now let us see how the values will be taken on the axis. This is x-axis, right? Both x and y-axis are intersecting at one point. This intersecting point, intersection of x and y-axis, this intersecting point is called origin. This is called origin. O-R-I-G-I-N, origin. So this point is called origin. And how do we get this point? The intersection of x and y. Two values are there. Already we have discussed how the point is going to be formed. The point can be formed with the help of two lines. One is horizontal and one is vertical line. And this point also has two coordinates, these 0, 0. This is the intersecting point is called origin. Origin is, which is, what are the values of origin? 0, 0, because the starting value is 0. And next you take, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 we can take. And this is right side, positive side. This is called positive side. So therefore, this is called positive x-axis. We take positive x-axis. This part, actually this horizontal line is called x-axis, and the right side part of this x-axis is called positive x-axis. And this is negative. Here negative values will be there. You know that generally we know the number line. On number line, exactly middle 0 will be there. So the 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And if you come to left side, if you go on left side, we get negative values -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6, and so on. So this is x-axis positive, and negative x-axis can be denoted by x dash, and positive, this is positive, we take positive values 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and this is called negative y-axis. It is denoted by y dash. It is denoted by y dash. -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6, and so on. The intersection of two axes is denoted by O, because the first letter is called origin. What is the first letter of origin? O. So this is denoted by O, origin, and the point is 0, 0. And these are positive values of x-axis, negative values of x-axis, positive values of y-axis, and negative values of y-axis. Positive x-axis is denoted by x, negative x-axis denoted by x dash, positive y-axis is denoted by y, negative y-axis is denoted by y dash. So this is the form of a graph. Generally, a graph consists of all these values. Now, in this first quadrant, which type of values we get in the first quadrant? Let us see. In the first quadrant, this first quadrant is formed. This is the combination of positive x-axis and positive y-axis. This is the place occupying. This is the place occupying by this line and this line. This positive x-axis and positive y-axis. Therefore, which type of values we get? First x value should be taken plus next y values also positive. So therefore, first quadrant consists of plus plus, positive positive. In the first quadrant we get positive positive. Coming to second quadrant. So always we have to take first coordinate as x coordinate, because in this 0, 0, first one is called x coordinate and second one is called y coordinate. Always the first value should be taken as, it should be x coordinate. Second value is called y coordinate. So this is abscissa ordinate. This is also called as abscissa, and this is called, second value is called ordinate, because x value is called abscissa and y coordinate is called ordinate. And now this is the form of a point. A point can be denoted by 0, 0, which is called origin. Now in the first quadrant, positive positive, and in the second quadrant, the second quadrant is, it can be formed with the help of this horizontal line and this vertical line. What are the values on this axis? It is negative axis, negative x-axis. So therefore negative values we get minus. Sir, why should we take minus first? Why don't we take plus? Because according to the standard form of a point, first one should be x coordinate and second one should be y coordinate. That's why I have taken minus, negative values. And next, y-axis. This y-axis is a positive y-axis. So we should take plus. So my dear students, you please concentrate. First quadrant, all points are completely positive, plus plus. And second quadrant are occupying by minus plus. First coordinate is minus, second coordinate is plus. And third quadrant is occupying by this horizontal axis and this y axis. Negative x axis, positive y, negative y axis. Negative x axis and negative y axis. This Q3, quadrant 3, third quadrant is occupying by these two lines and their values are negative, negative. So first value negative x coordinate, second y coordinate values are also in negative, so we get minus. So please keep in mind, my dear students, third quadrant always represents minus minus. It represents minus minus. And coming to the fourth quadrant, you know that. I think you have understood now. What is the fourth quadrant? Which point we are going to take first? Which point we are going to take first? You know that, just we have discussed. The first point is x coordinate. So what are the values? This fourth quadrant is completely occupying by positive x axis and negative y axis. First, positive x axis, x coordinate is positive and y coordinate is negative. So therefore, fourth quadrant, all the points represent positive, negative, plus, minus. So this is about the quadrants. So once again, let us review. In a this is a Cartesian plane. Suppose if it is a Cartesian plane, the horizontal axis is called x-axis and the vertical line is called y-axis, and both the axes are intersecting at one point, which is called origin, denoted by 0, 0, O, and right side of x-axis is positive, left side negative is denoted by x dash, upward positive values y-axis denoted by y, and downward negative values denoted by y dash. And the first quadrant, second, third, fourth, all the quadrants. So because the Cartesian plane is divided into 4 equal parts with the help of this intersection of two axes, and their quadrant values also we have discussed. So this is the form of and the values of a points. Particularly if you plot a point, first of all you have to keep in mind what is the first coordinate, whether it is positive or negative. If it is a positive, if the x-axis value, if x coordinate is positive, then go to right side. We have to keep like this. And if the x coordinate is negative, come to left side. So observe the coordinate. First, what is the point? What they have given? Have they given positive positive or negative positive or both negative? According to given point, we can plot that point on the graph paper. So this is the method how to plot the points. And in the next concept, let us see how do we plot some points. Let us take some points and we will plot on the graph paper. Now in this graph paper. Yes? Okay. Yes. For example, let us take some points. Let us take 4 comma minus 3 and minus 3 comma 7 and 4 comma minus 4 comma minus 5 and 6 comma 7, or 6 comma you take 4 because we have taken up to 6 only, and you take 4. Yeah, I have taken 4 different points. Let us plot all those 4 points on the graph paper. Yes. So first one, 4 comma minus 3. Yes, 4 comma minus 3. What is the first coordinate? Immediately we have to go to first coordinate, that is x coordinate. What is the value? Whether is it positive or negative? First you keep in the mind. You check whether it is positive or negative. 4, it is a plus 4, positive value. So it is x coordinate positive. Where are the positive values? This is, because here all are positive values. 4, where is 4? You take with the left hand, because at the introduction part you should be very careful while plotting the point. So 4 is a x coordinate positive value. So place 4 here. Just you keep like this, just like me, with the left finger. Yes. 4. And coming to second value, what is the second value? Minus 3. It is a y coordinate. Is it negative or positive? Minus, it's a negative. Y value, y coordinate negative. So this is y axis. Where do we get negative values? Downward. And here is minus 3. And let us see both values. Here 4 and here minus 3. Both the perpendicular lines coming from 4 and minus 3, they meet at this point. So this intersection point is 4 comma minus 3. 4 comma minus. So like this we can plot all the points. Let me take one more problem. Minus 3 comma 4. How do we plot minus 3 comma 4? Let us see. Minus 3, where do we get minus 3? The first coordinate is x coordinate, it is in negative. Negative x coordinate, left side. Minus 3, go to minus 3 with left finger. Yes. Next, 4. See here. Y coordinate is 4. Where do you get 4? That is y coordinate positive value. Check whether it is positive or negative. Positive y value 4. So it is y and this is 4. Yes. From here one perpendicular and here one perpendicular. Both the perpendicular lines are meeting at this point and this point is minus 3 comma 4. So in the same manner you can plot minus 4, minus 5, 6, 4. I'll explain one more point. Minus 4, minus 5. Minus negative x-axis, minus 5, y value minus 5, y coordinate also negative, downward minus 5. Here minus 5, one perpendicular line, minus 4, one perpendicular line. Here they meet at this point and this is denoted by minus 4 comma minus 5. So in the same manner we can plot all the points. So first of all, what we have discussed, you have to observe whether they are in negative or positive. First coordinate, if it is negative, go to left side. If it is positive, go to right side. And the y coordinate, if it is negative, downward, positive, upward. So like that, after taking the positive or negative value, just you take the perpendicular distance, they meet at one point. So thus that will be the given point. That will be the place where we are going to plot the point. So this is the concept of plotting the points. So in the next concept, we'll discuss how to draw the graph for linear polynomial and a quadratic polynomial. Okay.